Yellow. Yellow. Uh, when did I last stream? Last stream Tuesday. I was thinking about continuing on. I was thinking about continuing with Hooktail's castle. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. Pull something out real quick. Alright. We saved right before Hooktail's castle. And there we are. It's not that scary. I didn't think of one place that's scarier than Hooktail's castle. But that's for later. And another time that's in the sequel. And think of another time that happens to be in Super Paper Mario. Get these two down onto the ground. And skip each of their turns. Yeah, 2 shine sprites. Nope. Oh, can. Alright, now there's just one more Koopa left. Ah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Luckily for right now, Koopas are pretty easy to avoid getting damaged by. And there we go. I believe there's one more enemy in this room, though. I think it's another paratrooper. Sweet, don't have to worry about any of them right now. Take one of them out. Power bounce? I don't really use power bounce all that much. How do they remind you of your... All you Koopas are alike! Is it the coloration of the boots? Yeah, read it. I came to this castle to destroy Hooktail, but I am stuck and can go no further. So in this letter, I shall note Hooktail's weaknesses for those who follow. The dread Hooktail cannot tolerate creatures that begin with a cur and end with icket. Hidden somewhere in this castle is an item related to Hooktail's weakness. If one is to have any hope of defeating Hooktail, one must first find that item. One last thing, if faced with ultimate doom, the fiend will use any trick to save itself. If you hope to defeat it, do not give in to your kinder nature and fall for its trick. Alas, I do not have the strength to continue writing. Already mist veils my eyes. My last words go to my son, Colorado. I love you and I'm proud of who you've become. Not sure about that. And Colorado is the Professor Koopa from the first Paper Mario game. So that's something. Also swap to Goombella here. And just smash my way through. Mini boss! First off, let's use a firefly to get rid of the other bones. Red bones! Ow. Eh. Gonna finish it here anyways. And then I can tattle a dull bones later on. Oh man, a lot of dull bones. Smash another one. Alright. Dull bones. It was a Koopa Troopa once. That's an interesting way to phrase it. Oh, fortunately for us, but later on. These are the only bones, like the only dry bone type character that I can only. They're the only dry bones that you can actually like beat and they'll stay down. Luckily for us, we have someone who doesn't have to jump on the dull bones, and who also has a defense. Which I believe is the only character, the only party member that you have that actually has a defense. Star piece. Alright, need to hit that one, then hit this one. Well, first this. And grab the key. Definitely kind of feels like a flip book sort of thing. Dang it! Almost had it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. If I don't get it now, I'll come back. I'll come back later with a different party member. One that can cross gaps easily. And Mario didn't even jump there. There we go. Save here. Already! Just started the battle and you're already trying to throw something at us. It's gonna be great once I can get a badge to help swap out party members. And without it having to take a turn too. There we go. Should be all the enemies in this area. In this room, at least. Here's a badge in that cell. We'll get to that chest in a bit. There we go. There's a reason why I walked in this room in that pattern. And mostly because of these spikes. Well, yes, I could just... The moment I walk in this room, I could just go straight to the chest, but I find it easy to just enter the room and just follow the... path in. Makes it easier to know how to get out. Especially since it's like a spike maze. So we have another one of these boxes, huh? Or something. Or not. Think you'll be cursed if you open up the box? Ridiculous! Yeah, it's not like we've already done that. Uh-huh. Sure, we'll let you out. Oh no, we've been cursed again. Hey, Channel. What a terrible curse. We're more two-dimensional. Yes, I get it. Curse is terrible. Although I guess in this game it would probably be like 1.5. It'd be like 1.5. But yes, we got another curse. That is not that terrible. Right? I mean, probably better than it's probably better than turning you into a paper airplane. Also, I need to go back and grab that key in that one cell. I know. I know, like, you can learn about this later on, but it's also optional story. But I know for a fact the spirit that was in that box was female. I know for a fact that it was female. And I'll explain it a little bit more once we get to chapter 5. But I've read that optional dialogue and I know for a fact that one's female. It also seems fitting for the kind of spirit that it once was, for it to be in a castle. Go ahead and heal up. It's just like you're messing with some sort of storybook. Star piece. I've not seen speedruns. You have a badge. And I think that's the close call partner badge. Also, you have a padlock. Let's get rid of that. Not gonna give it a chance. Especially if there's a spike Goomba. Well, I'd imagine that if you just speed through all the dialogue, and yeah. She has a nice little tail. I like that she has the heart tail. Makes her unique. Wow. A badge that'll help you best Hooktail. That's right, I need to equip that badge. Let's go ahead and equip that right now. Mushroom! Castle key. Also, Shine Sprite. Honey syrup. Don't think I need a padlock anymore. And the badge makes cricket noises. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a fright mask. Not what I meant to do, but oh well. You know what? You're gonna use that item anyways. At least he'll waste a turn on you. Knew it. Bye! Perfect. Last time I thought it was a can, but this time it's actually a rock. Hey, bingo! Too bad I wasn't for F or HP. But you know what? Builds up my FP. I don't know if I'll beat the Pit of 100 Trials on stream. The most I'll probably do is 50. Is down to floor 50 because there's an item that I want. But I've not beaten the Pit of 100 Trials before, and I plan to do it on the I plan to do it on my on my physical copy at some point. Yeah, I want the strange sack. Since that bumps your items from 10 to 20, which is nice. And is kinda needed for when you're at like chapter 7 and you're wanting some of the best items in the game before you go to fight the final boss. And I'd rather have have a lot of healing items for that. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of... I've noticed when I'm on YouTube, sometimes I get recommended for videos like that where it's all the Danger Mario, which is pretty much this, which is pretty much a lot of these badges. I personally wouldn't do it myself because I know I'd mess it up pretty easily. Wait, you dealt 200 damage to Bonetail? Wow, okay. Yeah, at that point you might as well just fight the final boss. You take it out with one shot. Although I don't know how much that would go. I don't know how much that would go. Considering that's supposed to be a phase fight. At least with Bonetail, it saves you the trouble of having to deal with it healing itself. Which I know it happens. No, I'd like to fight Bonetail at some point. My plan is to try and fight it on my file that's already at level 30. Well, I'm not sure how it would go for the final boss, because it's like a 3-phase fight. I did BP last time. Although I'm about to fight Hooktail, so I want the HP. Yeah. Yeah, because you're supposed to have a stalemate with her. You're supposed to have a stalemate with her. Oh my god. At that point, you should have just done like Power Smash or something. I'd use Power Bounce, but it's also easy for me to mess up the timing on that. So I usually don't do the multi-bonk or the Power Bounce. Just climbing up this tower. Yeah. Away with you! Not like I needed that bingo. Especially if I only have like one thing of star power. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do the timing. Could have sworn I was on the corner of that block. Woohoo! Time to fight a Dragon L. The treasure that you protect that's literally that you ate. Alright. I like when you're fighting the dragons because you can actually like see the full size of the stage, especially when you get into the higher level stages. What? Hooktail was one of the hardest bosses? That sounds unbelievable. I'm sorry, but that sounds unbelievable. How did you know? I mean, the badge was just laying around your castle. Aw, she hates crickets. Alright, let's tattle her. Also, yes, Hooktail is a girl. There are 3 dragons in this game, and she is the youngest and the only one that's a female. But unfortunately, you don't find out until you fight the second dragon that she's a girl. Minor dialogue, but not really much in the way of spoiler territory. Just kind of annoying that you don't find out until like the end of the game, like, oh, she's a girl. Not even the player guide tells you. Like, even the player guide hides that fact, and the moment that you're at the second dragon, it's like, oh yeah, she's a girl, by the way. 20 HP. Oh. Yeah, and you need the cricket badge in order to be able to weaken Hooktail. Barbara. Oof. Ow. Swap to Coops for this. Are you? Okay, it's a good thing that I swapped to Coops for this. Ah. At least it's only the dizziness and not the one where it makes Mario and your partner's attack. Or like do actions that you don't want them to do. Yeah. Confusion is a pain in the butt. I definitely prefer the confusion when it's on like other party members and not on Mario. Cause that's just a pain when it's on Mario. Cause like you can't do anything with them no matter what. Like yeah, you'll be able to land a couple of hits or action commands that you actually want, but that's still a pretty good chance for you to mess up too. Alright. Alright, give me the crystal star. I'll give you 1,000 coins. Can you forgive me? Coin counter. The coin counter only goes up to 999, so keep them. A rare badge? Eh, that's more of Miss Mouse's territory, so keep it. Really? What the hell? That is pure desperation. Just, yes, smell the bottom of my feet. Gross. And of course, if I said yes to any of this, I would have gotten closer for a sneak attack. I mean, yeah, but when you're fighting someone and... yeah, that's not good. Hooktail just interacted with the audience and ate like half of them. Alright, this is where I need to actually have my jumps. No, but that one was like pure desperation. Like, ah, yes, smell the bottom of my feet. In the middle of a battle? Gross. Ah! Ow! Alright, I think all the toads should be out of there. I don't even remember how much damage Hooktail would have gotten on you with that attack. Probably would have just been like the regular 5 or double it. Either way, like, say no to it in order to avoid that. And goodbye, Hooktail. What the? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you need the cricket badge if you even want to jump on him. Especially when he eats like half the audience. And Mario's just frozen. I know if you have Goombella out for this, Koops ends up... Koops just comes out on his own and you have like all 3, Mario, Goombella, Mario, just right there. It's like, the whole time, they call Hooktail a guy, when it's actually a girl. It's just... they just wait for that revelation at the end. Just like, oh yeah, here's a nice revelation. You know the dragon that you fought at the beginning? It's female. Wait, what? I mean, I would say the same for. I would think the same logic for. Well, now it is. Would you look at that? It's the crystal star. Yeah! Got our first crystal star. And we have Earth Tremor, which is actually a pretty good special attack. But the action for it can be kinda an option. Kinda annoying. And I always mess it up on the last one. Mario and friends finally got a crystal star in the castle after defeating Hooktail. Coop's even reunited with his long-lost father, whom he thought was dead. Yet they were unable to learn anything about the whereabouts of the princess. She's kidnapped. It's Peach! It's Princess Peach. More than likely, she's been kidnapped. And like always, Mario's adventure has only just begun. And all of this, every time, it starts with the princess getting kidnapped. Locked at level 1? What do you mean by that? Like, just level as in the character stuff? Like with the increase of the star power, or not star power, HP and all that? Grotus. Ah. Not sure. Dude's a robot. I mean, you guys tried to ambush Goombella, so I think it's clear that you're not rainbows and lollipops. By the way, I'm gonna call these guys Crotsnots only because of the fact that there's one enemy in this game that has to go by cross instead of X. Also because we just so happen to have a letter that Japan uses as a word. A mustache dude in a red hat and blue overalls. I was gonna say Luigi, but god dang it, she said Mario. My first time playing My first time playing, I remember I got stuck on like the Schwank Fortress. Cause I I would always get to the sewer, but I wouldn't like remember how to. I didn't know where to go from there. But then I ended up figuring it out, and yeah. I remember when I was younger though, I hated chapter 4 because it just has backtrack. Like chapter 4 is annoying only for the fact that it has so much backtrack. But the prep of chapter 7 is more annoying. It's more annoying if you don't have the shortcuts either. I remember one time my brother and I were playing, like we were playing Thasiodor in our living room, and we were we were like halfway in chapter 4, and our dog just like ran in front of the cord for the GameCube controller, and our Wii just fell out of the cupboard. It didn't break, but it definitely turned it off. Like that was a pain. You didn't search the grass? You didn't search the grass for the super bomb? Bogley Woods. I'm pretty sure we'll head there at some point. God. For for Lord Crump being second in command, he's a little. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of throws you off for a bit until like you figured out how everything would go. Shadow Sirens. She has a Beldum? Does anyone have a Pokeball? God. There's so many references to like different games and franchises. They make a reference for Zelda in like one of the Peach interludes. They make a reference to Zelda in like the most obvious way, and I'm not very fond of the Shadow Sirens. At least I'm not fond of two of them. believe I'm kidnapped again. You get kidnapped like every day or some sort. Wow, Chano. I was gonna call you out, Flamey. I was gonna call you out if you didn't say anything. Also, Peach gets kidnapped like every day, like if she says that she gets kidnapped again, like, although that's not her fault. She turns a corner and someone just kidnaps her. AKA Bowser. Only this time around it's someone else. Also, this is kind of a downgrade from the room she was stuck in from the last Paper Mario game. Because at least in the last Paper Mario game, she was stuck in a room. Also, this is weird that you could even do this, but for whatever reason they let you do this. Don't know why. It's not required for the door to open. Honestly, you just go into this room, you exit, and the door will end up opening. And she's in a ponytail. She's in a little ponytail, which is actually really cute. Yeah, well, I also know for a fact that you don't have to take a shower because I avoided, like, I screen shared this in a friend VC, and I avoided taking a shower because of the kind of people that were in that call. Because I knew they were gonna make bad jokes. Alright. Here's the computer. I'm right here before your eyes. I'm this laboratory's main computer. I am the Tex XX. Many call me Tex. Yeah, because no one wants to say that last part. Sir Grotus created me to be a perfect computer, one that is flawless in its reason. Nothing is perfect, though. Grotus is not awful. He built you. Of course you would say that. Like, of course you would say this. He built you. And he also programmed you to say such things. Program deviation occurred. Oh boy. Bro, you're a computer. Also, again, nothing is perfect. Like, you can try all you want to make something perfect, but it just won't happen. Especially when you're a computer, because there's always going to be something that's improving in that regard. Like, if you were perfect, how can you improve? How can you improve from the mistakes that you've made? Yeah, it's too weird because he's a freaking computer. Hey, Eric. Happiness, fun. I have definitions for these words. You don't know how to feel them, though. Hey, Raven. If you have any wishes that I can grant you in exchange, I will grant them. But I'm unable to let you escape. Darn it. We would have been done already. Common Koopas. And now you call me in here and ask me to teach you about the meaning of love. Yeah, I bet you know a thing or two about anger. I mean, Tech has to deal with Grotus of all things. No, I don't love you, Eric. You mean this keyboard? What else would he? What else would he be referring to? Oh, ah boy. Weird computer. And this is why AI shouldn't exist. Although I wouldn't say that entirely because frickin' Ninjago has Zane, an android that knows all about human emotions. He's more he's more developed than Tech, honestly. Because at least Zane was able to experience all of that. Oh. Nope. The computer is called Tech. I kind of wish they did get rid of Kami Koopa in the other games. Like, Kami Koopa was... Honestly, I like Kami Koopa a lot better than Kamek. I like how the one Koopa is just like, dude, shut it. He's right there. I mean, fair point. You're not Mario's babysitter, so why would you care where he's going? If anything, you cared more about the whereabouts of Peach is. You could say it. You could say that, Bowser. I mean, they follow the will of the person. If the person is wanting to use them for evil, that can go as any way as they want to. But of course, if the person that's using them is good, they'll help them in it. The stars will help in any ways they could. Why are you talking about fried eggs? Ah, Petal Meadows. Although something tells me that Bowser doesn't want to go on a picnic. This is no time for fun. Later on, he says that he wants to have fun. Remember your blood pressure. Someone stole Princess Peach! Who'd do such a thing, besides me? And off they go. And that's it for the Bowser interlude. The barrier of the magical map shall unfurl before the thousand-year door. When this is done, the stars shall guide the bear to the crystal star with pure light. Each crystal star shall point to the next. I mean, it was kind of obvious. We went to the thousand-year door in order to activate the magic map, and now we have to go there again with the crystal star. Like, that's kind of obvious, whether you play this before or not. Not a fan of this guy. Not a fan of him. He's gonna be fun for a later chapter, that's for sure. All I do is play my Nintendo GameCube. Best system ever. I mean, yeah. The sequel to Paper Mario? Dang, that kid's playing Thousand Year Door. Trying to remember what song that one's from. Pretty sure it's from Mario World. Like Super Mario World or something. Like, I remember the game, I just don't remember the title. I'd be held against my will in some strange place. We kind of got that already. Well, at least you're unharmed. I have a feeling it's not anything positive. Yeah, you don't say. They kidnapped you and they want the map. Clearly they're gonna use it for evil. No. Alright. Probably gonna do some stuff in town before I head down to Thasiodor. I'm surprised I didn't bounce on top of that Goomba. That would not have. That wouldn't have been pleasant, that's for sure. Okay, you are over here. Also, Dazzle. And this is a guy who wants star pieces. Where is it? Aha! Quick change. Unfortunately, I don't have any badge points for that, so that's gonna be fun. Also, Luigi's in town. And he's on his own adventure to deal with characters that seem to be food related. Nah. As much as I'd love to hear about your story, I don't really want to. Don't really. I don't know. Here's your contact lenses. Merchant. Oh, Slogo. Hooktail terrorizing Petal Meadows. If it sees you, pretend to be a cricket. Or something. You know Kupiku. the famously headstrong Koopa, saw her crying. That guy on the right is gonna be fun to deal with as well. Not. This is the badge shop. This is where you can sell all your badges if you have duplicates you don't want. Like how I have 2 close call badges. Get rid of the duplicate because I don't need to. Sleepy Stomp and Piercing Blow. Power Jump. I know I use Piercing Blow a lot once I get into enemies with a lot of defenses, like Chain Chomps. I can take ya. I'm not paying you. Also, I should have had Goombella. Ow. Alright, Goombella. Gus. What? Super annoying and tries to take tolls from everyone. Well, no, duh, it's a spike. The one time I don't have Koops out and I get a Shine Sprite bingo. I mean, that filled up the HP. But wow. Or not HP, FP. Oh, this is gonna be overkill. 20 star points. Dumb video game heroes always pull this stuff. I mean, you tried to force us to pay in order to get to a spot that you really shouldn't have to pay. Yeah. This is the trouble center. Pretty much help everybody out with whatever they need. A lot of the time the rewards are usually just money. Sometimes there'll be items. There's like 4 of them that can give you a pass sort of thing. I know a couple of them give you star pieces. And there's one, I know for a fact there's one that gives you something special. But of course that's for later. Also, this is where we can use our shine sprites. And I'm a power up Goombella because she goes through the titles. And it'd be useful for someone with 2 attack jump. I know a couple of these troubles will give you an ultra shroom. And those I usually try to save. I usually try to save those for the end of the game. Forget we ever spoke. Yeah, I'm already going through that. Because that's usually something that I don't care to read the dialogue for. Cause it's clear, cause clearly something's shady with that. Arthur, want to open a new shop? Fire flowers, sleepy sheep, tasty tonics. Well, I know for a fact the tasty tonics are like 3 coins. Pretty sure mushrooms are like 5 coins. 5 coins, 3, 10. Fire flowers, sleepy sheep, tasty tonic. So 10, 8, and 3. Fireflies are 10 coins. Sleepy sheep is 8. Tasty tonics is 3. Gunther. Oh, it's the credit card fraud. Which is the Goomba with that Goombella tattled in the beginning. Which is this guy. Or, no, not this one. It's this guy. That's a name. Heading somewhere in Roleport. There's a guy in the corner. Also, star piece. Fraud police. Oh yeah, I'll have to deal with that guy later on. I'm not doing it now, cause boy. Don't really have much in the way of coins. But give that guy money, 100 coins. He'll leave for a while, and then by the end of the game, he'll triple your profit. So he'll give you 300 coins by the end of the game. So while it might not seem like much at the start, and you're losing 100 coins, you're at least getting 300 when you're trying to prep for endgame. And at this rate, if I'm doing all these troubles, I'll be able to do it anyways. Maximilian. Okay. Buy a sleepy sleepy sheep in Rogueport. Sell for a 2-coin profit in Petalburg. So you buy it for 8, sell for 10? Hmm. Honestly, it sounds better than the freaking dried shroom. Yeah, you can have my honey syrup. Also, I forgot that I had that life shroom. Although that's gonna be worth it to keep. Dry desert. Kupook. Oh, you're in Hooktail Castle. Well, this is gonna be fun. It's Merlee, a fortune teller. There's Merlee, Merlon, which is the guy who runs the Shine Sprite shop, and there's Merlovely, which is in the house next to the guy that we did the star piece trade with. But Merlee does charms for you. And this is actually a really good thing. Both in Paper Mario and Door, it's a good thing. Super Paper Mario, it became more of a charm for items. But in this game, it can either she'll either increase your attack, increase your defense, only for Mario, though. Like and this is one time during a round in a battle. She might increase like coin drop for when you're done with the battle, or she'll double your star points, which is very good. And I've gotten that once. I've gotten the double star points once on in a useful spot. But unfortunately, it doesn't always happen. Also, I nearly forgot about this badge. But I know this isn't the last time we'll be at Hooktail's castle. Shouldn't have jumped. Super guard! And I just messed that up. Okay. There we go. Oh, you have a curd shell. And you're dead. Because Goombella can now do 4 damage. Dang it. Alright. Oh, Okay, I'm kind of glad the battle's over. I do not want that bingo. Because I'll admit, that bingo is not going to be fun. Starting to get a full crowd in the audience. Really? You're gonna do a double attack now? You're gonna boost that now. Couldn't have saved that for star points. Where the hell did the spike pouch come from? Is that just something that can be dropped from dough bones? Must come from dough bones if there's already 2 of them. Get rid of the power block. I don't need the power block. These dough bones make it easy. Just run up to you and all I have to do is just hammer them. Alright, this should be as far as we go. And we get a level up. Now I don't have to worry too much about swapping out partners. And that's one of those That's one of those cards. This one allows you to play the the playing game. There's like four of these. And each one pretty much symbolizes to each of the different modes that you can do. And this one can let you play the plane mode in the parlor. There we go. Ooh, FP. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it, but top left corner, there's a guy on top of the roof. That guy you'll be able to learn a little bit more about Rogueport's past. And he pretty much tells you the story that revolves around the 1,000-year door. You won't be able to talk to him until like after chapter 3. Until after chapter 3. And I think like each story is like 5 coins. But only certain ones unlock after like each chapter. Like usually if you want the full story, it's just best to talk to him at like the end of the game. Like after chapter 7. No. I might need to sell some items in the shop when we're done talking to Croup. I'm gonna go sell some items now because he's gonna end up giving me an item. And sell the fire flower. I don't see any need of having the fire flower if I'm not gonna be using them. Don't need the mystery. Not sure what to do with the spike pouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just gonna be talking. And Mario's asleep. Coops is just listening to the story. Turtle-lily. You can easily get the turtle-lily leaves from this little patch right here. And I'm gonna need 5 of these. Gonna have to give it to me later. You guys want to see Earth Tremor? Ah! Boom. I'm pretty sure it goes up to like 6 damage. Earth Tremor. 1 to 6. 1 to 6 damage. Bye. I'm seeing a lot of close call badges. A lot more than I used to see. Well, there's a badge to sell. Cause I don't need more than one close call partner badge. And I'm supposed to be getting one later in the game too. And the last trouble, plenty. And yes, a lot of the toad names are based off of puns. If you haven't gathered that from Zesty. Although it's not like it's not how to say this. You see it more in the first Paper Mario game, because there's a lot more toads around than there are here. But I know in the first game, since you have to talk with like so many toads, there's like so many of them. No! I didn't want to go that way. Also, star piece. And I know there's one behind the pipe. So, here's the west side. I think there is one right here. Yep. This guy's a lottery guy, but I don't plan on doing it ever. This is the Pianta parlor. Which we'll end up talking to her soon, because she wants us to play with her at some point. But this is like the good shop in Rogueport. You get your life shrooms, and you get better mushrooms. You get your super shrooms, which heal 10 instead of 5. And we can go out into the sewer this way. Not gonna be able to get it to the background right now. We will later, but not right now. I think there was like three item shops in Toad Town in the last game. So I think they kind of also gave you 3 of them here. Because they gave you the first one you see, which is in the center of town. Then they gave you the one next to the Pianta Parlor. And then they give you this one, which is like some of your good items. Your slow shrooms, which you can give to Zesty to make a, what was it? It was like a shroom roast, which heals 15. Heals 15. So I might actually take a couple of these. But this is also your shop where you get all your ultra shroom and gem and jellies. So good items for like the end of the game. But here we have new enemies. We got the Spinias in the middle. And we have Spanias that we can't bounce on. There's another one of these guys that belongs to the Pit of 100 Trials, but you can see them in the sewers. But it's in like one specific room. Nice to use Goombella to get rid of that one. For having a pretty lucky badge, you still took damage. That last one did not get lucky. Pretty lucky partner badge. Can't get up there, unfortunately. Won't be getting there until like a long time. Another Spania. But it looks like after this one, I can just bounce on them. Snow shroom. And gradual syrup. I won't be getting there for a long time either. But we'll get into the other one pretty soon. Can't do anything with this yet. Yeah. I think that all that's really left to do is just head down to the Thazier door and head to the next area, which I'll save for next time. I'll just save that for next time because I don't feel like going into the next chapter right away. Let her cook some of the slow shrooms. Shroom Rose, 15 HP, 5 FP. Now I need you to cook that 2 more times. And then I'll give her the gradual syrup. The shroom roasts are actually good items for early on too. Especially since I have like 20 HP. And cook this. And fresh juice. Go ahead and stop here tonight. Alright. Go ahead and stop here for tonight. Hope all of you have a good night. And we'll do this. We'll start chapter 2 next time. Is there anything I can do? Yeah. We're gonna go raid Cat. Gonna go raid our friend Cat Pirate. see y'all next time. Have a good night.